Initiating C.O.R.V.U.S file transmission sequence.
Hey everybody, it's me, JV, the creator of RedWing and also voice of Jordan, and the person who is knee-deep in writing Season 2 right now, you guys. Man, it's, it is a wild ride. So I wanted to put out a little bit of something just to chat with you guys a little bit, while we are, in the process of working on this new upcoming season. So, first thing I want to say is, there is going to be a lot of people on this cast in this upcoming season. I'm really very excited for it. Honestly, this is just, this is going to be one of the coolest things that I've ever gotten to do. And everything that you came to love about Season 1, which I'm assuming mostly has to do with the characters and the relationships between the characters, is mostly going to stay the same with a few changes here and there. But you're going to get a lot more people, and it's going to go in a direction that I don't know that you guys are necessarily going to be able to predict before it happens. There are some people out there who know what's going to happen because I've told you already. But don't. If I have told you already, what happens? Don't tell people. Not yet. Don't tell people until we are halfway through the season. Anyway, but a little more details about the upcoming season. The upcoming season is going to be 12 episodes. 12 episodes. And I'm trying to see what else I can tell you that's not like a super spoiler. But you heard those voices that you heard in the promo. Oh man, I'm so hyped to work with all of them, and I'm so excited. They're amazing, and you're gonna hear from them in the season. Maybe not necessarily in the exact form that you heard them in the promo, but they're going to be in the season, and it's going to be excellent and exciting. So I hope you are looking forward to that as much as I am. And yeah, I also wanted to clarify that because in the promo, I know that you didn't hear mention of Jordan or the Guardians really very much in the promo. It's still centered around the Guardians and their situation. And there are some really interesting people that are coming around. It's gonna be really great. Now, that also being said, I am going to start looking in about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. I'm going to start posting some notices in terms of casting. I am going to reach out to some people directly for specific roles because there are certain ones that, while I've been writing, I've just heard the voices and been like, oh my god, yes, and just know immediately. But there are some roles that I have no idea about yet, and I want to sort of extend, I want you to keep tuned in. I'll talk about them on here as well when those are getting ready to happen. And, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be pretty cool. That's coming up soon. So if you want to join the cast of RedWing, that is a thing that could be possible, and we would love to have you. So yeah, that's that. Now, another thing I wanted to just briefly talk about, because I'm really excited about it, I love Nico from We Talk of Dreams. And I love him a lot because the music for Season 1 is wonderful. It's so... oh my god. Basically, I use the RedWing theme song as my personal theme song at this point, just like my individual theme song. But yeah, I really love it. There are two versions of that one, by the way, in case you didn't notice this. There are two versions of it. There's the sort of city detective version, which is called Private Investigator, and then there's just RedWing, the theme. All of the main heroes have a theme, which is really exciting. That's been really fun to work on. And you can hear all of these tracks individually. They're not available for download at this current moment, for various reasons. They may or may not be going up soon on Patreon if you want to pledge there to get the music, but you can listen to the music on the website at redwingpodcast.com/music. There's the full Season 1 album there. Some of the atmospheric stuff in Season 1 was from a more generic location, but I wanted to, it was important to me to make sure that I was supporting someone that I knew, but also that the characters had something that you could hold on to, and know whenever they came in, like, oh, that's this person, and I wanted to make sure that was happening. I love all of their themes a lot. I think one of my favorites is Dean's, for various reasons, but I love Dean's theme. And I really love the Private Investigator theme as well. In Season 2, Jeremy will have a theme, so you'll be able to hear that. I may let you guys hear that a little sooner, because I honestly really love it, and I just feel like you guys should hear it. So you're gonna hear those. You can go and listen to those, and I highly recommend it. And if you want to work with Nico, I highly recommend that as well. Nico is amazing and really just a joy to work with. I love working with him, and I'm looking forward to all of the new themes that we're creating for this next season. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is transcripts and things. So the only thing that doesn't currently have, I haven't posted all of the transcripts yet. I'm working on it. I promise you guys, as soon as I finish writing the second season, I will be able to put the transcripts on the website. The ones that I have the, I know that transcripts are not the same thing as edit notes, but the way in which I go about writing things, it's an easy thing for me to reformat the edit notes to include the sound effects and things and all of that. So I will have the finalized copies up and posted so that you can download those and read along if you need to, or anything like that. The only ones that I don't currently have that I will, this is a more insider thing, you don't necessarily need to hear this part, but whatever, it's fine. The ones that, I'm going to have pay to have someone do are the ones like this, are the ones like this. So any of the sort of extra content here is, I'm gonna try my damnedest to make sure I get these transcribed, but it's not the highest priority for me at the moment. The highest priority for me at the moment is making sure that Season 2 is coming. But Season 2, when each episode drops for Season 2, it will have the transcripts right there with them. And for all of these, I will be working on transcribing them if they are not available right on the day of release. For example, this backstory, this thing right now, I'm recording probably about 10 minutes before it's going to go up. Primarily because I'm about to be gone for a week, so I don't have that much time. But really, it's just going to go up, and I just wanted to connect with you guys a little bit more in between these seasons. So, but I don't have anything that I'm reading off of. This is all off the top of my head. So this doesn't have anything that I've written for it, so I'm going to have to get someone to transcribe it. Though I will also say, if you want subtitles to this, I have put all of this on YouTube, and I know that their system isn't necessarily the best for it, but they do a fairly decent job of subtitling everything. It just doesn't include the sound effects, so at the moment, if you would like subtitles, you can definitely check it out on YouTube. it's youtube.com/RedWingPod, and all of the episodes are up there, including these ones as well. So definitely head over there. Should just check those out. And I also want to make a little push for merchandise. So I added some pretty fun designs. You can get designs for each character. Each character has a design that is attached to them, like an image. I wanted to make sure you guys could visualize what these characters looked like. That was important to me. So I commissioned art to make that happen. So there is art on there. There are t-shirts available. I'm currently doing this on Redbubble. The prices seem to be close to the same, but I'm considering moving over to TeePublic for t-shirts specifically. I'm considering moving over to TeePublic just in general, just because that seems to be what people are using, and they have sales very frequently, so that might be more cost-effective for everybody. But at this current moment right now, you can go on the website, redwingpodcast.com, and I believe it's redwingpodcast.com/shop, and that will take you there. I'm not fully sure on that, but I think that's what'll just take you directly there. In any case, I highly recommend getting a couple shirts here and there. I really love them, and they're also very comfortable. I have gotten a couple of them in, and I wear them all the time, because of course I wear my own merchandise. Of course I do. But yeah, anyway, so I am really excited for this upcoming season. I'm going to be working on writing the final episodes of the season all this upcoming week, sort of sequestering myself from social media and things. There's another thing that I want to announce it, like, really badly, but I don't know that I want to announce it right at this moment because I don't have all of it finalized, but I can confirm that it is going to be happening, but I don't want to tell you exactly what it is yet. Here's what I will say about it. Here's what's coming. There's going to be a spin-off of RedWing. Like, a thing that takes place in the universe of RedWing that is not necessarily set in New York City, that centers around not necessarily superheroes, but a different type of being, I guess we'll say. And I think that you are going to really enjoy it. There's going to be characters that you recognize in there, for sure, and there's going to be some new ones that are really exciting. But the cool thing that I want to announce about that one is that it's going to be family friendly. I know that RedWing podcasts can get a little not family friendly from time to time, and I want to make something that is fun for younger people as well as their parents. So definitely, as details roll out about that, I will let you know. That is slated for, I want to say, probably June of maybe around March of next year, I think, is when that's going to start really going under, like, coming out, really, because there is an episode of RedWing that has to happen before I start releasing it. So actually it might be April, but we'll see. It will happen, and it's going to be exciting. And remember, RedWing drops, I want to say it's going to be the 1st of January. It's the first Sunday in January is when it will be dropping in 2019. If you go onto Patreon, I'm going to attempt... If you pledge on Patreon, because I'm going to be working on this and I'm getting much more of a jump start on it, the episodes will be going up a little more frequently. So probably starting in September, I'm going to start releasing them on Patreon. So there are going to be patrons that are going to hear these episodes long before they actually are released, which is pretty cool, right? Like, I personally think that's really cool. And I'm really excited for that, but I'll do that pretty much as long as there are as long as there are patrons there. Basically, we have to hit our first Patreon goal for me to actually be able to do that. So, I want to remind everybody to go to redwingpodcast.com, or redwingpodcast.com will have the link to Patreon, but patreon.com/redwingpod should bring up the show, and anything that you can pledge would be wonderful. I would thoroughly appreciate it, and it all goes towards helping the show and making the show better. And yeah, so if you can do that, you'll also, every level of support will be able to hear the episode early. Like, basically, when I finish editing a particular episode, you will be able to hear it. That is, of course, providing that my actors are able to get stuff to me pretty much before August, but whatever, it's fine. Anyway, so all of that is pretty much what I wanted to announce. I guess there's one more thing, one tiny other thing. If you are a person of color and you are a comic book artist, I'm looking specifically for Black, Latinx, literally everybody who, I'm looking for any person of color who is a comic book artist in the general comic book world. I want to commission some more art, but I want it to be episode specific. I want specific episode art for each episode of this season. And if you are a creative person of color, I would love to work with you. It's really important for me I personally really believe in supporting the work of fellow Black, Latinx, all of the other things, creatives. I really, really, really love supporting that. Also, if you are queer and a comic book artist, I would love to work with you. My God, yes. So all of you, if that is what you do, or if you know an artist that is taking commissions who is a comic book artist, let me know, and I will connect with them and let them know about this, because I really want to do it, and I want to be able to do that starting relatively soon, because I have an idea for what the art is going to be, and I just want to make sure that I can give people time to do that. It's going to be specific scenes, basically, from each episode, and those may or may not also wind up on merchandise, so if your favorite episode could potentially have a bit of art attached to it, which would be really fun. So, anyway. Yeah, so if you are a creative of color, let me know and get in touch with me, and we'll figure that out, and I would love to work with you. Alright, so I think that'll do it for me. I love that I reached 18 minutes, and I definitely didn't think that was going to happen. But, love you guys, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Be safe, everybody, and fly high, heroes.
C.O.R.V.U.S file transmission completed successfully. Initiating rest mode. Fly high, heroes.